What's going on, champions? This is Julien Stoutt, licensed personal trainer, licensed PE teacher, world record powerlifter, and special education and health teacher. Here to take the fear out of fitness and help you be the best you. Guys, we're about to take off. Today's topic is the Alabama boat brawl. And not in the way that you think. While I will be giving a small bit of a recap on this video is not going to be very long because it doesn't need to be. But the reason why I'm talking about this in particular is because this is a clear example of being physically ready for whatever happens when the time comes. The only person in this entire video, both the aggressors and the responders, was one person was in good enough shape to handle their business. And that was that young 16-year-old young man who swam across the river to aid his co-captain who was getting jumped by some thugs. All right. And in that process, the young man, not only did he swim, but the young man swam with his shoes on. I'm not a very strong swimmer, and I could tell you, swimming is hard as it is. But then to be able to swim with your shoes on is a whole nother level of fitness, to say the least. And that young man, not only did he swim, but he also got up on the dock and proceeded to fight. And fight quite well, I might add. So not only did he have the stamina to swim with his shoes on across a river, but he also had enough stamina to pull himself up with his wet clothes on, including the shoes, and get into a physical altercation and defend himself and others very, very well. So what I'm getting at is, what kind of shape are you in? What if somebody you know, like, and trust is in that situation? What are you going to do? Are you going to jump into the river and swim across? Will you have enough stamina to be able to defend yourself and others in that situation? Based on the United States population of people who exercise regularly, I highly doubt it. Say what you want. You can say what you want, but the truth is, we know you're lying. 85% of you are lying. You're not ready. You can't handle yourself. You're going to pull something. You're going to break something, or you ain't going to be able to make it to even get to the altercation because you're going to collapse over from exhaustion from even just running to the altercation. Now, say what you will, but those people got what they deserve because they shouldn't have been jumping on no 62-year-old man like that. Number one, it wasn't a one-on-one fight. Number two, it took 4 or 5 of y'all to jump on this dude. The other young man who tried to help out, who was standing next to the co-captain at the time, he was standing next to him and he tried to help, and they basically like threw him out the way and proceeded to jump this dude. Now, I find it hilarious because apparently they were racist. So, with that being said, they got what they got. I don't like racist people. Any kind of racist. Alright? So, for that matter, they got what they deserved. And this is not literally about race. It's about them being racist, but it's not white people tried to help the black dude that got beat up at first, right? There's a white young man about 16 to 17 years old that tried to help him, and they beat him up too. But here's the deal. Regardless of your race, are you going to be physically ready to help yourself when you are in a situation where you have to defend yourself, not accost people. I'm not advocating for people to get in shape so they could just go whooping up on people because they think they can. I'm talking about, are you going to be physically capable of defending yourself and the people you know, like, and trust at a moment's notice if it went down? And like I said, the answer is no, for the most of you. All right? I don't care what your age is. I don't care if you're anywhere between the ages of 12 to 112. Are you physically capable of handling business when the time comes, where you have to actually defend yourself? Not get in people's face and try to intimidate them, not try to, jump somebody, not to go beating up somebody smaller than you, but to actually defend yourself against other aggressors. Are you going to be able to get in and be healthy enough to handle yourself in that situation? Let this be an example to all of you that your fitness is the only thing that stands between you and your family from either being accosted or to being defended. And the only thing that matters is defending your loved ones so that you can be the best you. Guys, I actually landed the plane beforehand. So, without any further iterations, don't forget to like, subscribe, share, follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and on YouTube. Click the subscribe button and all notifications so you can get every bit of information that I provide when I provide it, at the moment I provide it. Have a nice day. Be the best you. Class of Stoutt.